All right, a lot of ground to cover with the three-time Cy Young Award winner, the former MVP, and now World Series champion Clayton Kershaw, good enough to join us here live on Intentional Talk. Let's start, first of all, I mean, you look trim. You got rid of the shaggy mane. You've got a little bit of growth going, but, I mean, what do you have, school photos? Oh, did he freeze on us? Oh, that is the greatest freeze ever. Oh, my God. Look at that. Millar, how good is that freeze?
There he is. He's back.
There it is. There. You got me there, Kershaw? Hello?
Bummer.
Are you there?
You're there. You're back.
Oh, this is going to be
I'm back.
great. All right.
Hey.
Look at this.
Hey, we're off to a
Kev,
great
we're going to
start,
get a full
huh,
tour of the Kershaw house.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get that.
It's okay. It's like, no, this is good. Yeah. You know what? Listen, if the Dodgers weren't so cheap with your contract, you could afford better internet in Texas.
Hey,
how's this?
All right, I'm back. And so I'm not any more trim, Rosie. I just shaved. And that's the trick, is if you shave and you get a haircut, everybody says, oh, you look great. So that's been my trick all along, and I just continue to do it.
Yeah. Well, hey, Clayton, you have been such a good and gracious guest over the years. And, you know, sometimes we made fun of your biceps. There's a great way to improve your biceps next season. When you get that World Series ring, just start lifting it in each arm. Isn't that going to be awesome for your fitness?
Oh, man. I can't wait to see that thing. And I'm just still so excited. It's just going to be unbelievable to get to see that. And really that whole experience, you know, just to get to celebrate and, you know, just get to be a part of it after so many years of not winning, to finally win is just an unbelievable feeling.
No doubt about it. So now, Clayton, you got the ring, right? So then what the first thing people's going to say, like, what could you possibly want from Santa or the wife, or what could they possibly get you? And your answer would be?
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this happen, but what I've kind of mentioned to Ellen, my wife, is that, so we have a playground right across the street, and they have a basketball court, and everybody talks about, like, everybody in every spring training clubhouse is like, hey, I can shoot better than you. Hey, I'm a way better three-point shooter. Like Jock and Barnesy and some of the guys in our clubhouse, that's like all they do. They're like, yeah, I can shoot. Yeah, I can shoot. Well, I really want to see it. So what I want for Christmas is 5 racks of basketballs, and I want to do a 3-point contest every day and for like a minute and just see what I can get. And then like kind of go in spring training, be like, all right, I'll shoot with you guys, and then just like blow them out of the water. That's my dream for spring training.
God, that is amazing. And then, you know what I can get you? Actually, I'll get you some sleeveless shirts, because I really do. The first year we had you on, the arms were probably 14 inches, and then each year your arms started growing. So I think a sleeveless shirt with 5 racks of basketballs would be it.
Yeah, 100%. You know, baseball's important and all, but really how your biceps look on TV is like one of the more important things that you can focus on as an athlete. So I wasn't gifted with amazing biceps by any means, but like you spend enough time only doing biceps, it really will hinder your baseball career, but it'll make your TV interviews a lot better. So I didn't even wear my sleeveless shirt today just because I'm not there. You know, it's Christmas, it's holidays, you know, I'm not there yet, but spring training, I'll be ready.
Well, so who is the Dodgers player that strictly does the arms day and forgets everything else in the gym? There's always one of those dudes on the team.
Yeah, the arm farm guy.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to miss the obvious one here. Let me think.
Definitely not Jock.
No, see, I would almost say Jock, because Jock, his biceps, he's so genetically gifted with great biceps, and he doesn't have to do much. But then he rolls in there,
Really?
and he picks up a weight, and it just absolutely explodes. It like inflates like a balloon. So it's unbelievable, the giftedness of that guy. You know, and I'm in there for hours just trying to get the right bicep, you know, and I feel pretty good about it. He rolls in and does 3 curls and looks amazing. So it's just it's just what we're gifted with, right, guys?
Yeah,
Yep,
no
that's
question.
true.
Hey, Clayton, you and your wife, Ellen, do so much great work in the community. And several times you've been nice enough to invite Millar and myself to your ping pong tournament. In fact, I still have my ping pong for a purpose paddle with the rose face on it. So even though Millar and I are no longer going to be a team, I know, right? Look at this.
Yeah.
Are we still going to be invited to this event?
Yeah, for sure.
Great
We can get
question.
you guys in. I sure hope at some point in the world we can be able to do another ping pong tournament. But yeah, if we ever have it, you guys might want to practice though. Like it wasn't a great showing by any means. So maybe, I don't know, if y'all want to get in there again, no problem. But just a little more effort maybe on the practice side.
Yeah, I felt we were a little slow-footed. I didn't like when AJ Ellis was. I felt bullied by AJ and Jimmy Kimmel. But other than that, I agree with you. We need to go to the drawing boards and do that. But I don't know if you know that you are a mainstay in IT history. You are actually on an animation called The Flamethrower. I didn't even know this till I saw this. But did you remember that this was what you were on right here? Check this out.
Man, that is nice. Flamethrower. That's something I haven't been called in a while, so I appreciate that. That is awesome. No, I haven't seen that before. That looks good. That's the chin strap look, Rosie. That's where I couldn't get it all the way around yet, so I just went here as like thick as I could, and it still wasn't great. But sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah. What is Ellen like? Because Michelle, my wife, she loves the beard right now, and so I think I'm going to keep this for a while. So, of course, we always have to check in with the boss to see what they like most in terms of facial hair. Does she like this Clayton? Does she like the big bushy Clayton, or what?
Yeah, she doesn't like October beard at all, or hair. So I think this is probably where, like you said, off season is kind of her time, right? So, this is what she would approve of, I think. And she's great about it during the season, though. And I don't really know why I do it other than because it doesn't look good. I mean, I'll admit that. I'll be the first to admit that. But I don't know. I just can't not do it. So I just continue to do it.
No, it does look
great.
good. I
That's
like
great.
the October look.
Thank you.
All right, let's focus on your old battery mate, AJ Ellis, one of the gems in IT history when it comes to interviews. Now he looks sexy and svelte, and he's eating right and he's exercising. But back in the day, you couldn't tell he was a pro athlete at all. He came on the show with several different looks, like the shirtless look behind the catcher's gear, and then he had the one where the nipples were protruding out of his T-shirt and stuff. Which of those looks do you like better for AJ? What's hotter?
Oh, for sure, the catching equipment on the side there with the little underbelly just holding out on the bottom. I mean, you cannot beat that look. Some would say that the battery of AJ and I were some of the best bodies in the league. And if that picture doesn't show it right there, I don't know what would.
So this is where I got to ask you for some advice, Clayton. In 2016, you and AJ parted ways. You guys are boys. It's a sad day. Here we are. I got a few shows left with my man Chris. So do you have any advice how I'm going to do and be without Chris?
Yeah, it'll take time. I think, they'll obviously get somebody in there. And by the way, Rosie, I mean, in all seriousness, you've been awesome, man. I love watching the show, and one of the greatest compliments I've ever heard is that you're great at what you do. And you're great at what you do, man. So I'm happy for the run you guys have had. And thanks for having me on in the last week. This is pretty cool. And so, Millar, I don't know what you're going to do. There's going to be some chemistry issues at first. And then you're going to find a guy maybe like Barnesy. Will Smith is like the superstar catcher. And so you're always going to have those guys around like Grandal and Will. Which are obviously going to be great. But sometimes you just got to find your Barnesy and your AJ, just the grinders, and just kind of mold them how you want them.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, if Kevin Millar's career path follows that of Clayton Kershaw, in 2025, this show is going to win an Emmy. That's basically what I'm following.
There it is. I don't know how that works, that math, but it sounds
Clayton,
right.
Yeah,
sounds right.
Clayton, listen, it means the world that you came on during a busy holiday season. Best to Ellen, best to your 3 kids. It's awesome. Don't be a stranger on the show, even though I won't be on. I know that you'll visit with Kevin and whoever fills this seat, but I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the time you've spent, not only on this show, but also with my family as I brought them out to Dodger Stadium. You've treated them with such respect and reverence, and for that, as a dad, that means the world to me, buddy. I appreciate it.
Anytime, yeah. Come on back to Dodger Stadium, and we'll still have a blast. And Laura, I'm sure I'll see you at some point. Love you guys.